Now we're good. Guys, now we're live. Let's start.
Guys, we just did a whole test run. It was great.
Let's try again. Here we go.
Okay, ladies.
Start with that whole thing of grace.
Here, let's do this. Hey guys.
Hey, awesome. Now that we had our test run, we want to welcome you guys all to our live. We are Trouvaille. We are a group of 3 independent travel advisors who have talked so much about travel in the last year. It seems like it's all that we're doing is saying, oh my gosh, I just wish that they knew these things. And so we decided to come together and create a weekly live where we can talk about this stuff so you guys have the information on how to traverse the world of travel this year. So we know things have been changing at a speed that as travel advisors, we have a hard time keeping up with. So we know you as a traveler, need this information. So we started this really to just bring you guys along on the conversation, to inform you. Emily said before, it's not a place that we are not asking for anything from you guys. We just want you to show up and be a part of the conversation and become a part of the Trouvaille community. So Trouvaille means a lucky find, and we hope that's how you guys feel about these lives. They're just short, 30 minutes, maybe a little bit over because we're kind of long-winded sometimes, lives that really are just here to give you everything that you need to know about the world of travel right now. So we'll have our insider tips and things that we know as travel advisors, as well as things that maybe have come out. But we just want you guys to come along in the conversation. Now, speaking of the dog barking, I wanted you guys to understand that we are brand new at this. This is the 3 of us all in our separate locations talking about travel from our homes. So there will be children running around at some point in time, dogs barking, mailmen showing up, whatever it is. We just want you guys to give us some grace. And we just want you to feel like you've pulled up to the kitchen table with us and are having a cup of coffee and talking travel. So, I'm going to take a second to introduce everybody here so you guys can get to know us. My name is Chelsea McClintock. I'm with Anywhere, Everywhere Travel. We got our fancy banner. I feel so official, like we're doing We have Emily Oz up there from Signpost.
Hi, everybody.
And Beth Rowan from Tapestry Travel. And so we're so excited. We are 3 women who adore each other and just talk all the time. So we wanted to bring you along on the conversation. If you guys want to join the conversation, leave a comment, have a question, whatever that looks like, there is StreamYard permissions. So if you guys could just go ahead and fill those out, you will have permission to leave comments and questions, and we will get to them as quickly as we can. On that note, I have to let my dog in.
Good. Well, I'll jump in real quick. Just, again, we just want you guys to know, we have 3 totally different travel agencies, but we all kind of have the same idea and philosophy in mind. So that's kind of what brought us together and doing this live for all of you. So this is a place for our collective followers to come and join us every week and just get some really great travel insights. We'll be doing destination highlights and tips and tricks and interviews and all sorts of really cool things. And as Chelsea mentioned, we're not expecting anything from you. This is just our gift to you, just a free resource for all of you to come and just kind of enjoy and dream and travel and kind of talk shop with us and find out what's going on in the world. So back to you, Chelsea.
We are officially live.
Yeah,
just had to double check on our phones.
I was going to just add that we definitely do like to talk travel all the time. So this is just our way of sharing a whole bunch of that stuff, from, destinations to how to deal with car seats to, we're all travelers, we're all moms, we're traveling moms. So we like, and we're travel advisors. So we sort of live, eat, and breathe this stuff. And so, that's all I wanted to add.
Yeah, I'm excited, guys. I think that this is something that all 3 of us, we're kind of trying to find an outlet on how we could get more information to each of our respective clients. And And so I think it's really cool to have people feel like they're coming in and having a seat with us on our epically long calls that we usually have. We'll try to keep it short.
Exactly. We'll try to rein it in.
Exactly.
And then one other thing I was going to mention too, if you guys have any questions, you can drop them in and we'll answer them. These videos will live on all of our individual Facebook pages. So whether you're catching it on Beth's page or Chelsea's page or my page, they'll live there forever. So if you're catching this as a replay, we will grab that as quickly as we can and get back to you and answer any questions you have. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to hop in?
Yeah. So one of the things we wanted to talk about today, because this is all introductory, is what the heck is a travel advisor? So Chelsea loves to tell the story. When I first met her, she told me that before she entered the industry, she had an image of what used to be like the strip mall travel agent. You know, the lady with the gray hair, of course, had a, you know, still got that.
So do I.
You know, you walked in and you said, you know, I want to go on vacation, and they gave you, you know, I want to go to Hawaii, and they gave you the 3 pamphlets of the 3 choices of these, you know, non-customized tours, and then they just went and put it in a computer or maybe on a phone call. And so travel advisor is somewhat the updated name for a travel agent, but we are so much more than that. So the travel agents of 20, 25 years ago were very transactional. We are very service oriented. So my product, or whatever you want to call it, is not travel, it's my clients. So I'm a service person. So I know my clients. I know, do they want, you know, do they like a high floor or a low floor in a hotel? Do they like to have it feel more American, or do they want to feel more like they're in the middle of Paris? You know, I know, are they history buffs? Are they foodies? How many children do they have? When are their birthdays? Like all of that stuff. So it's my job to find out as much information as I can to be able to make sure that I understand how to make my clients travel the best it can be, and also understand what could make it bad, so that we can avoid that. Right. So I do those transactional things, as does Emily and Chelsea. As a travel advisor, we do book things and take care of payments and do all of that, but we just do so much more. So we do all of that. Plus we are connected with a variety of networks around the world, of extremely vetted preferred partners for us. So there are people in our organizations that their sole job is to travel around the world and make sure that the hotels really are up to par, and that everything that a tour company is saying that they are going to provide is there. So we are connected, even though I live in DC and Chelsea's in Nashville and Emily is up in Michigan, we are connected to the entire world. So we know what's going on in a country. I know what's going on in Peru because I can pick up the phone and call somebody who is in Peru. Right. Not just look at a website or something. So we do, you know, we're very collaborative in our planning. We keep people's travel dates and destinations and budget front and center. It's your trip, it's not ours. But we do all of these really cool details. And we also do things that people don't even know exist. Like our clients don't know what they don't know. We know what they don't know. So that's our job, is to put it there. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of stuff out there that is not Googleable. So one of the, you know, when I think about it, one of the ways that I like to talk about my job is also to think of who comes to us, who uses us. And, you know, we have a variety of different things, but probably one of the number one things are people that just don't have a lot of time. Mm-hmm. So they say it takes an average of, I can't remember, I read this someplace, it was like 32 hours to plan a vacation. Mm-hmm. Basically, you're spending a week to plan your week, you know. So people that don't have that kind of time or don't like to do that kind of research, that's probably my number one. The other thing is, there are a lot of people out there that don't want to be a number. You know, we are invested in our clients' happiness. all the big companies like Expedia, they're not invested in anybody's happiness. They're invested in the bottom line of their business, where, our bread and butter is, clients that just, keep coming back again and again. So we are incredibly invested in people's happiness. One of the other things is the fear of the book now button. Right? Like, you've read every review and you've like talked to everybody that you can, but is it really like the best place to stay? Is it really, how do I find that really cool restaurant in Rome that, gives me an authentic experience? How do I get to experience, whatever you can think of in a different way that's going to match something that's going to give me that aha moment?
You need to tell them about your clients in Paris, Beth.
Yeah.
Oh, the ones. So, yeah, this is one of my favorite stories. So last year, right before COVID happened, I had some clients who went to. They wanted to go to Paris in January, which is not a typical time, but they wanted to go specifically for the Da Vinci exhibit at the Louvre. And so, I chatted with them, figured everything out, and I worked with my contacts in France who had a special relationship with the Louvre that gave them early morning access to the Da Vinci exhibit, which, if anybody knows, was like the first time that all of the works of Da Vinci around the world came together. And so you could go and basically be with either yourself or a very small group with a curator from the Louvre for like an hour before it opened to the public. And so, keeping their budget in mind, we booked that. I rearranged some other parts of their trip, like their hotel and stuff. And they went, and they were the only two people that day. And they were in the exhibit for an hour with just them, the works of Da Vinci and a Louvre curator. And my client, she said her husband was like really was really into the exhibit. But my client said at one point in time, she heard a noise behind her and she turned around and they had just opened the doors. And she said just masses of humanity came in at that moment. And she said when she saw that, she realized what a life experience it was to have had that exhibit entirely to themselves for an hour. And, it's just not Googleable. It's just, that experience didn't exist out there in a way that you could research and find it. And so, yeah, those are the things that not only can we give that to our clients, but they bring us so much joy. Like, that's one of my favorite things in the world.
I didn't even do that, and that brings me so much joy to know that happened for somebody. We all travel and want to have those experiences.
Yeah.
So even when you hear about it and know that that's possible, it's like the first time you told me that, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that you could do that. And I'm a travel advisor, so like being a newbie to the industry, it's so amazing to know that I got into travel because I really wanted to create experiences for people, and knowing what is available to us now, what we can do. It's amazing. So that's an awesome story.
Well, it's just, I think at the end of the day, we look back and, I don't know, for me, it's not the things. Like, I don't, I've downsized from houses. My kids are grown and gone. I don't treasure the things. I mean, I have things that make me happy, but that's not what I treasure. And I just, when I think about the story of my life and so many people, the song that they write of their life, whatever analogy you want to use, it's full of moments. It's full of memories. It's full of time spent with people we loved and learning new things and meeting new people. I just don't know that it's full of, silver and crystal and cars and handbags and shoes. I don't think that that's what our songs or stories of our lives are full of. So it's one of the funnest things in the world for me to find really cool things that are going to give people just this immersive experience of a place and people and a culture. So
that's something that's really brought the three of us together that we've talked about as far as like the purpose of each of our individual businesses is that value of time and experiences and memory over things. And that's something that we are all striving individually to provide for all of our clients on every single trip. Like, it's not just, we don't see our clients as numbers either. We don't want you to be seen that way. So we want to partner with you, collaborate with you to go and have these incredible experiences with whatever your family looks like, whoever your travel partners are, that you're going with them and just creating these once in a lifetime, unforgettable experiences, and just making it as simple for you as possible. Like, if I can be the one that can make a phone call to eliminate a problem or a stress point for you, then I want to do that for you. I want to make it so that you can go on your trip and you can just be like, drop my bags, I'm good to go. Where's the rum runner? Where's the glass of wine, right? Let's get to the Disney park. Let's do this. Let's do that. So that you're thinking about those things. You're not like, oh, my bags are lost, or, oh, I got to change a flight. You're like, that's what we're here for. That's what we're doing for you. So, yeah.
Even behind the scenes to this morning, it was for my own trip, but I sat on hold with Disney for over an hour and I still didn't get in touch with them. And that's just to add something to a trip. So that's not even, booking. So just all of that behind the scenes, like when you're on your trip, create a magical experience, but then even before you leave, all these little things that you're not thinking about.
Right.
I mean, they say that the U.S., and all of my clients are in the U.S., that the U.S., we are the most overworked nation in the world. And in my travels, I think I could probably agree with that. But if we are the most overworked, like, we need to treasure the time that we have on our vacations. And Emily, you're so right to have, like, you step off of a plane and you know where to go to find the person that has your name on the sign that transfers you exactly, that has, I do a lot of international, so has your room available to you when you land at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, instead of having to drop bags and, wander around in some foreign place until your room's available at 3. Like, all of those little details, the things that people may not think of or just don't have the time to think of. That's what we do. It's like, I tell people sort of, it's like you don't want to spend 40 hours doing your taxes, so you go to an accountant. We're just sort of that kind of a service for the travel industry. And one of the other things that I want to add too is that's really important is we are available 24/7.
Yeah.
So there's a screw up with your flight connections and you get in late and you have to get on another plane, you call us.
Yep.
And then you go have a drink in the airport lounge. Like, 24/7, it could be 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's either us or our partners on the ground. There are phone numbers available to you 24/7. And like, I guarantee you that, like, Expedia is not going to fix your flight at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're stuck in Istanbul.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I don't want to keep picking on Expedia, but whoever, gets you. So yeah, we're our client's travel person. We're the ones, especially during COVID, right? Like,
right.
We know, what's going on, and we can't always predict what's going to happen, but we have a better view of what's going to happen because we know the industry. So
yeah. I like to say we have our ear to the ground. I mean, you both can probably speak to this too. How many emails and notifications I get every single day. The three of us have access to really great resources, travel advisor resources, where we get updates on what states are open, what countries are open, what kind of testing is required. And those are things that that's our job, to know those things, to help you guys if you're like, we're really thinking about Hawaii for spring break. Who knows the travel restrictions for Hawaii right now? Well, the three of us do, because we get emails every single day about it. We get updated on it. So
that changes all the time. So
all the time, right?
We also have an understanding, because spring break is a few months off, right? Yeah. We also have an understanding of why things are changing so rapidly in a place place like Hawaii because they don't have a lot of healthcare infrastructure. So we may help give you a little bit of guidance on, like, just be prepared. Hawaii is more likely to shut down than XYZ place. Or, you know, if you're thinking between two islands in the Caribbean, we know which one has dealt better with the pandemic than another one. So it's not just the requirements. It's not just what you can find on a State Department website. It's also a real understanding of how it is being handled on the ground, both from our partners and because, you know, either ourselves or people that we know, other advisors in the industry, we you know, that people are traveling and advisors are doing some more travel than a lot of our clients are right now, because that's our job, you know, to go figure out how to do this stuff now.
So that's so next week we're going to be talking about that. Actually, the next couple of weeks we're going to be kind of focusing for you guys. You know, we really want to pivot now that we're in 2021 and kind of, you know, 2020 is behind us. Like it feels kind of like a dirty word. 2020. It's so like, it's such a weird thing to talk about, but things are changing. We're starting to get on the up and up, and we want to help all of you start dreaming again and planning again and being prepared for the changes that are coming and what has happened to the travel industry and how vastly different it is now versus what it was even, you know, 6 months ago, a year ago. So that's what we're talking about more next week. We're going to dive in a little bit more about what to expect for travel in 2021. And where else was I going with that?
The other thing about that, what to expect with travel in 2021, I think depending on where you want to go, it's totally different. But I think people are thinking just traveling within the United States is going to be a ton easier. That's not necessarily true. No. So I think that people need to understand that no matter where you're planning on traveling, even if you're staying in your own home state, there are things that are happening that you guys need to know. So make sure that you hop on or catch the replay or something like that, because it's not just international travel that we're talking about when we talk about the changes that have happened this year. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere and everywhere.
And also, whether you guys are with us live or you guys are watching us live the next couple weeks or you're catching the replay, like if you guys have any questions, like, you know, hey, I'm thinking about going to Orlando in May. I don't know what the requirements are. Grab one of us, you know, either send us a message or an email, and we would be more than happy to start discussing those things with you and kind of help start guiding you in that direction. I will throw our information up here at the end with our emails if you guys want to reach out to us at any time. Like Beth said, 24 hours, we're always available for you guys. And also, guys, we really love feedback. So if you guys have anything that you're like, really want to know about the travel industry or a certain place that you are really curious about, feel free to send us a message or a comment or anything like that. And we will take all that into consideration. We like to know what you guys are thinking and what you guys, where you guys want to go.
You know, and I just want to add one thing too, is every once in a while, I think we probably about once a month, we're going to have somebody from the travel industry that will have a very different perspective in here where we can chat, you can chat. So those are the ones, not that, you know, we're not funny and pretty and all those great things. but it's just a different way to bring in. So we've got this, is it so the end of this month, we'll put the date up later. We've got Conrad from Trip Scout, who is just a super cool guy, one of the nicest human beings, and totally super well traveled and really tuned into the travel industry. So he's going to be our first guest, and we're pretty excited for that.
We're kind of kicking it off with a bang. We're going to have to keep our caliber of guest as high as Conrad.
Yeah, true. Does somebody want to take a look at this comment, and then I'm gonna introduce our Where in the World segment, and we can talk about that real quick. If Chelsea, can you see that comment?
I can. Yep. I'll read it. I'll go through it. Yep.
So, guys, one other really cool thing that we are going to do in our weekly segment and our weekly chat here is something called Where in the World. So every week we are going to probably drop it, I would imagine, on Wednesday, right? Like the couple days before our next broadcast. A different location that the three of us have kind of predetermined. That's kind of a cool place. And we will send it out to you guys on our social medias, things like that. And maybe we'll give you guys some hints if you really need them. But then you'll have to come back next week and find out where it is. So this week was me. I am going to show you guys this picture, and we'll see if this is my example that I came up with. So this is mine. Here's this picture. This is a different location that I chose. And this is, if you're, actually, Beth technically gave a hint early. She told you where I was from. So this is from my
didn't I? Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So that's my picture. And I took it back down. If you guys want to see it again, I can put it back up. But so we'll have an image like that we can share with you guys. And let's see. So anyways, that picture is at the University of Michigan Stadium because I'm from Ann Arbor. So every week, yeah, go blue. That's right. Except
I'm a Michigander. It's just been a few years.
Hey, basketball is tearing it up right now. So
I know.
Right now. So, and this is just an example, guys. But we will we'll release an image to you. So be on the lookout tomorrow. We'll release our picture for next week. And we'll talk about it next week in our Where in the World segment and give you guys some cool little inside information about that place. So,
should we get to our question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Okay, so our question is, Bobby is talking. She is a mom of an anaphylactic child. So she has a very severe allergy. And so she was saying, we'd love to find someone very knowledgeable about this. We can't eat out, so solutions when traveling. The allergy community feels limited with our loved ones understanding, let alone traveling and trusting flights. I don't want to find someone that wants to mean well, but someone who really knows. I don't know if either of you have someone. I do know someone who is a travel advisor who specializes in allergies like this. Her daughter is severely allergic to many different things. So I can try and connect that. Or if either of you know, it's totally up to you. I don't feel comfortable giving those suggestions because I don't know enough about it. Yeah.
Yeah, neither do I. And that's great, Bobby. I would say to reach out to Chelsea, either through a direct message on her Facebook page, or Emily's going to put our emails up at the end. Yeah. She can connect you. We also, we live in universes with other travel advisors. We will connect you with the right person. I am not the right person, but we can connect you with somebody who will be able to help you on this and be able to help your community.
That's a great thing to mention as well, that we have the unbelievable community of advisors that we're not only friends with, but outside of our immediate group, of women. We know tons of people in this industry, and everybody is very supportive. Well, everybody, but most people are very supportive. And so we want to make sure that you guys are connected with people who are supportive and that are there for you and specialize maybe in something that you are, I actually know this lady who does Iceland, and that is her main place. I don't know anything about Iceland, and I can send you there, but I want you to have the trip of a lifetime. So I'm going to send you to her. So that's what we want to do. We want your guys' travel to be something that is specific to you and helps you. So Bobby, that would be connecting with somebody who really knows the struggle that you're going through. So I will definitely send you that info, Bobby.
And that's true. I mean, if there's something that, if somebody reaches out to me and it's something that I maybe am not familiar on or comfortable with, I would be more than happy to be like, hey, listen, this is not in my wheelhouse. Do you know who is? My friend Beth. Beth knows XYZ through and through, and I'm going to send you over there. Make sure that feels everything. It's true. But just to that point, that we are more concerned about making sure that you guys have incredible travel experiences, whether it's with us or through somebody else that we know and trust that will also take care of you. We are here to make sure that you guys have incredible experiences and incredible trips. So we'll do everything we can to help you. That's what we're here for, to help you. So anything else you guys want to add, or do you want me to throw up our information?
Yeah.
Let's see. So this is our information for you guys here. So Beth is at Tapestry Travel, Chelsea is at Anywhere Everywhere Travel, and I am at Signpost Destinations. And you guys can catch any of we are all on Facebook. We have Facebook pages and groups under the same names. And right? And
Yeah.
right, that's correct. And then we also have Instagrams. Email is there for you guys. Just let us know if there's anything we can help you with. So, and then, one last thing for you guys. Next week, we're actually trying to switch over to Monday. So we realize it's Tuesday. We're going to try to keep working out these kinks here. And, but going forward, we're going to be on Mondays at 12:30. So we'll let you guys know too. We'll post something on our respective pages. But if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and we'll hang out for a little bit afterwards on our pages if you guys have any more questions. So thank you guys. That was super fun.
So yeah, next week will be the topic will be what to think about and what to know or find out. Traveling during the COVID world of 2021, because even with vaccinations rolling out in some of the richer countries, the UK and France and the US, it's going to take a long time to vaccinate the world, and so things like testing and travel restrictions, they are still going to be in place for an awful lot of places internationally, and even domestically. We don't really know, but just the way how to think about it, sort of like I tell Chelsea and Emily, I'm old enough to remember when you used to be able to kiss your loved one goodbye at the door to the plane. We're now we're basically almost stripping down and emptying out everything post 9/11. So there will be some changes. So it's things to think about and prepare for, and bring back the hope of travel. That's what I always say. If we're thinking about traveling this year, then that means we're still keeping hope in our hearts. So
absolutely. Right. We're going places.
We're going. We are. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. And if you have any more questions, make sure you let us know. We are here for you. And if not, we will see you guys on Monday at 12:30. So bye, everybody.
Bye, Chelsea. Bye, Emily.
Bye.